I think it's time we move on to the Grizzlies.
Yep, I think it's time.
What a heartbreak.
There are very few words to describe that kind of disappointment.
Oh, 100%.
Like literally a Charles Dickens novel. It was the best of times for the first 47 and 15 seconds, and that last 45 seconds was the absolute worst of times.
Well, a lot's happened since we last spoke too. Grizzlies 2-2.
Yeah.
We had it one. I'm sorry, not 2-2. We had it 1-1 going into game 3. A little worried. I thought that was the game we were going to win. Momentum. Came out, played okay on Saturday. Ja hit a freaking amazing half-court shot to get the lead back down to 7. Saw that, watching it, I was like, okay, this is the spark we need.
Yeah, I think I actually texted you that very same thing.
I was sitting there thinking, I had someone call me from work saying, oh my gosh, are we in it? And I was like, we're in it. Let's ride.
Yep.
The bottom fell out. The bottom fell out of the sky.
Hard.
Anything that the Warriors shot, they did not miss.
No, they were shooting like the proverbial shooting into the ocean. That's what they were doing.
This was the Warriors team from like 5 years ago that when they first won when they were winning back-to-back titles. This is that Warriors team.
Yeah.
They were like, holy crap.
Yeah.
How do we compete with this?
No, those goals became 20 feet wide.
I mean, Klay Thompson has been terrible this series. Hit a running three-pointer.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. There's nothing, and like you had miscommunications on defense. Zaire looks lost. Out of game 2 where he killed it on Steph. Shut him down.
Yep.
Looked lost. So many open looks they didn't miss. Otto Porter Jr. had like 13, 14 points.
Yeah.
Kuminga was like 4 or 5 from the field, and he sucks at shooting. He's not even that great of a shooter yet.
No, not yet. He will be.
And you're just thinking, okay, well, hey, let's bounce back. Well, 6 minutes left in the game. Before we get into that, kind of give you a little stat line. Remember, folks, this is the game we did not have Dillon Brooks.
Right.
Due to Dillon getting suspended I think it was 2 days after the game.
Yes. I think it was the day before the game.
Day before the game, they said, "Hey, Dillon, you're suspended." I'm like, okay, well, I guess he deserved it. It was a hard foul. It was a terrible frustration foul. And I'm just thinking, Dillon, why?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, you're better than that.
Or he's supposed to be.
You're 100% supposed to. So just a stat line from Saturday night's game. It's kind of how we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, folks, my internet second. The Warriors shot 62% from the field, 53% from three-pointers, and 90% from the free throw line. Grizzlies, 43 from the field, 76 from the free throw line, and 37% from three-point. You tell me that, and you tell me right then and there. Just say Grizzlies, 46 from the field, 37 from three. I'm like, okay, that's a dub.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, no.
No, not at all.
The biggest thing this whole series has been Grizzlies have not won the rebound battle in any game. You had Klay. Klay had his best shooting game of the playoff series. 4-6 from 3, 21 points. Steph sucked from 3-point that game. But guess what he did? He shot 14 free throws.
He made all of them, didn't he?
All 14 for 14. Otto Porter Jr., 3 of 5 from 3. Jonathan Kuminga, 2 of 4 from 3. He was 8 of 10 from the field. Andrew Wiggins, 2 of 2 from 3. Jordan Poole, 3 of 5. They weren't missing. It was a tsunami. I don't care who they played that game. Probably if they would have played the Warriors team that went 73, they probably would have won that game on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
They probably would have won with how good they were shooting. The team that 100%. Went 73-9, yeah, they would have beat them.
Yeah, 100%.
So you had 6 minutes left, you had a very controversial call.
Yeah.
Jog was getting, I think it was him and Kuminga. And then Poole came, tried to steal the ball, missed the ball, grabbed Ja's knee. Ja went down. Or didn't go down, but that's when Ja knew.
That's when Ja got hurt.
That's when Ja got hurt. And Jenkins even said that. That's when Ja, after the postgame. It's like, that's when he got hurt. I want to review it. So they all went and reviewed it. NBA said, we don't see any cause of an injury. You watch the replay in slow motion, it looks terrible. Kind of going back and forth, I'm thinking to myself, I don't think it was a dirty play. I do think he made a basketball move on it. Slowing it down, it looks 100% intentional. But you watch it real time, you're like, okay, I think that is him going for the ball.
And he still broke the code.
He did break it. Per Steve Kerr, he broke the code. I still don't know what the code is, but
yeah, if someone can, in the comments, if someone can explain to us what the code is.
This isn't Code Lyoko. My wife will love that shout out right there, but this is not Code Lyoko.
And it's not the code from Elf either.
Anyway,
so whatever the basketball NBA code is, somebody please help us out.
Anyway, he ended up jogging down. Grizzlies were all saying all this stuff. It's even listening to it Sunday morning. All the NBA people on NBA on XM radio were saying Jordan Poole should be suspended for Game 5.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, Game 4. They said he should be suspended. Malicious. They even said if the Grizzlies were to do that, the Grizzlies organization would be shut down if they did that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'd be sent to the NCAA for sure.
Also, if they do these polls on most annoying fan bases, I 100% would say the Warriors, without a doubt, are the most annoying fan bases in the world, any sport. Worse than Alabama fans, worse than Tennessee fans, worse than Patriot fans, worse than Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, worse than Cowboy fans, worse than Laker fans.
Yeah.
They are literally worse than Yankee fan, worse than their Dodger fans. They're literally the most annoying fans.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no question whatsoever about that. It's so bad that I believe 2 days, it was either a day and a half or 2 days after the DB game. They were still chirping, John, taking bites on Twitter, everything like that.
Rob Fisher even tweeted something about it, and he got death threats for trying to. He basically asked NBA refs, how was Dylan Brooks suspended, but Draymond wasn't, and even tagged him on Twitter. He got so much hate for it.
Oh yeah. And I don't mind putting.
So what I don't understand is I get it. NBA, don't make it as rigged as it already is.
Right.
I 100% will say it was a non-intentional thing, but Dylan Brooks was intentional. I don't know if that was entirely intentional for him that caused the injury and smack, but he was definitely. He said yesterday, said I felt bad for it. I would take it back in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But my thing is, Draymond didn't get ejected. That was a dirty play. And he got ejected. He didn't get suspended. Sorry, I meant suspended. He got ejected, didn't get suspended. Dylan got 2 just because somebody got hurt.
Yeah. And I believe it was Mark Giannotto said the only reason that Dylan Brooks got suspended is because help me out, man. Trying to think.
Gary Payton?
Yeah. Gary Payton didn't fall very well. He doesn't know how to fall. It's the only reason Dylan Brooks got suspended.
So, one thing that pisses me off is I hate Steve Kerr. I hate the Warriors. Steph's an awesome guy off the court.
Off the court, yeah.
He's a whiner. Like last night's flop should not have kept. That was a flop. I mean, that was a flop.
Which Taylor should have challenged.
Well, it was under 2 minutes.
Oh, it was. I forget about that.
You can't challenge under 2 minutes in the NBA. You can't challenge.
See, I forget about that rule.
It's like NFL. You can't challenge. Yeah, that's how I put it together. 2 minute warning. You can't challenge.
Okay.
But like, come on, like he flopped. Everybody knew that. Yeah, I get it. Desmond Bane's probably the rippest guy on the Grizzlies team behind Jason Momoa. There's no way Steph Curry should end up in the front row.
No.
There's no way Desmond Bane's that strong to throw him into the front row. And you even watch him, he bends his knees and leaps forward.
Yep.
Anyway, I hate the words. And like Steve Kerr, literally game 2 went on a massive rant. Basically said we were thugs in Memphis because we play too physical.
Yeah.
Granted, it was a dirty foul. Looking back at it, yeah, it was a dirty foul. But he basically called us thugs, and we play the intent to hurt people. It's kind of my interpretation from Steve Kerr. Game 3, as soon as people asked about, game 3, when they said, hey, what do you think about Jordan Poole's thing on Ja? He walked away from the court. He literally got up and he literally walked away and ignored it.
Yeah,
I'm like, don't contradict yourself. Don't contradict yourself. I cannot stand Steve Kerr. You know what? There's a rumor that went around that Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr in practice one time in the face for running his mouth. 100% believe it, and I don't blame Mike for punching him.
No, not at all. Shout out MJ.
Yeah, shout out MJ doing something I think every Memphian wants to do right now. So, going back at it, blown out, 2-1. I'm literally telling myself, okay, Monday night, tell me where I'm going to guess. Ja's out. We don't know the severity. Find out today, bone bruise. Ja's probably shut down the rest of the postseason.
Yeah, but he's going to be fine.
He'll be fine, yeah. That's the Grizzlies organization. They literally set Jaren all last year for MCL.
Yeah.
Which is a minor surgery. So okay, here's the tweet from Rob Fisher, that he got all the crap for.
Okay.
Thinking back on game 2, Dylan Brooks flagrant 2. Warrior players left the bench, including Jordan Poole, while coaches were trying to keep them back. Wonder what if this is looked like. We saw wonder if this is being looked at. We saw Jaren Jackson Jr. get suspended for the same thing that happened against the New York Knicks. At NBA refs, at NBA PR. The guy literally got attacked. That's why I hate Warrior. Sorry, I was trying to find a tweet. I hate Warrior.
No, you're good. And I was actually looking up to Joe Molinax, the former manager of Grizzly Bear Blues. I believe his son, I think, has yes. So his son has is the Downs babe. Whoever this Cole Anderson, Ed Anderson Cole 25 is on Twitter, y'all please make this dude famous. All right, he got into Joe Molinax's DMs. This is a Warriors fan, and said, and I quote, "Living in Memphis and have a Down syndrome kid, double whammy. Oh, and I forgot bald."
You forgot what?
Bald. He called Joe Molinax bald and said that not only does he live in Memphis and his son is Downs, which are to him both bad enough, he said that Joe's also bald.
Yes, that's why we hate Warrior fans. Hate San Francisco.
Yeah, just
but another thing too is kind of Josh's stat line for the series. Josh put the team on his back this series. So this is the series that I knew Ja was going to shine in.
Yeah.
Even when you saw Steve Kerr adapted to it. They made a defensive change how they're going to go with Ja. Clog the paint, one-on-one. Ja still averaged, he still had 34 points. So far this series, Ja Morant, 38.3 points, 6.7 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 50% from the field, 43% from the three-point line. 3, Ja Morant. And guess what, folks? He's taking 10 threes a game, shooting almost 50% from 3.
Yep.
85 from the free throw line. He was putting it. This is a series that you're going to have. So going into last night, I was like, okay, we're 20-5 without Ja. We beat good teams without him.
You also texted me. They were 3-0 in the city units.
Yes, city uniforms, we were 3-0. I'm not a very superstitious person, but let's ride.
But like Michael Scott, they're little stitches.
Let's go. Let's ride. Started out, I was like, first off, I hate these late night games. I hate playoff.
Yeah, there's
how
no
late
reason.
they start.
NBA, don't do this.
A 9 o'clock game.
Yeah.
And then you got 10 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Anyway, started off, I'm like, okay, we got this first quarter. I'm like, okay, they're shooting terrible. We're shooting terrible. But guess what? We're playing defense.
But we're playing less terrible than they are because we're winning.
Second quarter, same thing. We're playing better. We missed a lot. We missed a lot of good shots.
I will say that second quarter may have been the most disgusting quarter of basketball I've ever seen.
Oh gosh, it was terrible.
It was terrible.
Third quarter, same thing. Bane hits a great shot buzzer.
Yep.
And here I am thinking, okay, we're about to go tie this series up.
Yep.
Just kind of run through, and then the bottom fell out.
Yep.
You blew a lead you shouldn't have blown. Missed calls, missed opportunity. So kind of breaking down the stat line, Dylan Brooks. So we're going to talk about Dylan majority right here, folks. Dylan's future on the team.
What future?
Dylan has a future on the team. It's going to be hard. So if Dylan would embrace – so here's the thing. I listened to Chris Vernon. 2 things here. Dylan was 5 of 19 from the field, 2 of 9 from the 3. He made one last one, and nobody minutes. We were down by 6, basically.
And everyone was – whenever he put that shot up, everyone that I know was hoping he missed it.
Here's my thing with Dylan. If you're going to shoot the ball 19 times, make half of them. If you're off, quit shooting. Jaren had a great fourth quarter. The one thing with Jaren is quit shooting threes. If you're not making threes, you're 7 foot. You're so fast. You got long arms. They can't guard you down low. Take better shots down low. You will make them or go to the foul line where you will make your free throws.
Yep, 100%. Absolutely. No question.
And my thing with Dylan is so far for this series, Dylan is shooting, and granted, played all game 1, and he took the blame on himself and said, I played terrible game 1. Hey, dude, you man up. Okay?
Yeah.
I like that. Game 2, you get ejected. You go 0 from 3 in the first 2 minutes, do a stupid foul, and get yourself tossed. So you missed game 2, game 3. Yep. Game 4, we needed you.
Yeah. This was the game that everyone said he was going to put up. If I saw it once, I saw it 100 times. That Dylan was going to come back in game 4 and put up 30.
5 of 19 from the field.
Yeah. There's no excuse for that.
Dylan in series is shooting a whopping 16% from the field.
Yeah.
Here's the thing with Dylan. Last night he had 8 assists. He was getting rebounds. I'm 100% fine with that. If you're not making your shots, quit shooting the ball.
Yeah.
Quit it.
Like we've said multiple times, Okay, actually, let me caveat that. Dylan Brooks was brought onto this team to be the grandson, to be Tony Allen Jr., play defense, hard-nosed basketball, everything like that. But like we've said before, he wears number 24, so he thinks he's Kobe.
Yes, and I will ride or die. If you're a Grizzly player, I will ride or die with you. Majority of it, 90% of the time. But gosh, this is like, I get it. Jaw's not out. You know, he's the most tenured Grizzly by a year over Kyle.
Yep.
Most tenured Grizzly. So there's a pecking order, kind of. He's at the top of the pecking order. This is his team, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
He's the veteran of that team. He's
Which
the
all
longest tenured.
all the more he should know better than to be.
He should know. He
stupid like
should.
that.
And here's the thing: Jaron should say something. Josh should say something. Kyle, Steven should say, Kyle, you're the second longest tenured Grizzly on the team. Say something.
Yeah.
You and Jaron are second and third. Say something. Taylor's got to say something to him.
Yeah. But Taylor leaves him in too long.
Well, here's the thing. You take Dylan out, you don't know what's going to happen with the Warriors offensively. Defensively, you keep him in there, he's going to play great defense, like he will. We all know that. It's just his offense, you got to control that. Another thing, Melton. Melton killed it game 1. Played great in game 2. Game 3, not there. Game 4, not there. It's kind of been the whole thing of the playoffs. He's not been there all playoffs. He's been in maybe 3 playoff games. He's shown he's the D'Anthony Melton from regular season. And remember, this is the guy we traded Grayson Allen away for. My guy. You got him for. You traded Grayson because you decided, hey, we'll take the long-term upside on D'Anthony Melton. 6'2" guy, amazing wingspan, can guard 3 positions, better athlete. Younger, okay, we're going to take that. We're going to roll with that. Grayson, you're just a 3-point shooter. And you can play, and you're a good guy. You're a second, third guy on defense, right? Yep. And they're like, hey, we can let Bang develop a little bit more, which I'm glad we did.
Yeah, 100%.
I think Grayson would have been fine coming off the bench.
Yeah, you don't have to start Grayson.
Grayson comes off the bench in Milwaukee.
Exactly.
But he's behind Wesley Matthews on that team.
Yeah.
And Wesley Matthews is a shell of himself.
Oh, yeah.
They split minutes. But anyway, D'Anthony Melton this playoffs, I have the numbers right here. D'Anthony Melton is averaging 8 games, 16.8 minutes, 29.2% from the field, 20% from the 3-point line, 75 from free throws, averaging 4.8 points. He shot 37% from three this season, regular season. Grayson, my guy, 9 games played, 25.8 minutes, 53 from the field, 47.4 from 3-point line, averaging 9.8 points a game. 9.8 points a game. Stays on the court. I get it. Kleiman, this is honestly Kleiman's their first mistake.
Yeah, 100%.
Is letting giving up on Grayson Allen. I get it. He's in a contract year. You want to pay Ja. You want to pay probably Tyus. I get it. Melton's not the answer. He chokes in big games. Last year, I said it a couple weeks ago. Last year was his fluke year. Okay. Yeah. Hey, your first year in the playoffs, I get it. You're going to be a little rusty. You're not ready for different. We'll give you a little pass last year.
Yeah.
This year, you kill it in the first season. There were games where you were one of the hottest shooters in the NBA.
Yeah, for about 2 weeks.
You can't even see the court.
Yeah.
How many years are left on? I think it's 2 years, right?
Yes. So in Ant's contract, he has 2 years left on his deal. His 24-year season. He's making $8.25 million. And then in 23-24, the year he's 25, $8 million. And then
So he's
he
got
has
16 million. He's got basically 2 years, 16 million left.
Yeah, 2 years, 16.25 million.
Honestly, if I'm Climate, I'm moving him. I
You're
like
not?
Melts. You got to try to move him for something this year.
Yeah, 100%.
Move him for a 2 off the bench that can score.
Yeah.
Because you desperately need that. You don't have that right now.
Yeah. Also, there's a little caveat in his contract. In 2023, his contract only has 1.5 million guaranteed, but it's fully guaranteed if he's not waived on or before the July 3rd. So I think Melton's time is quickly coming to an end.
Trade him.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's no doubt.
100%. I'm getting rid of him and moving on to somebody else. If I'm Memphis, I'm going after Joe Harris is a free agent. I'd go after Joe Harris. Granted, he's a starter guy, but I would. Never mind, they agreed to a massive deal. Never mind.
A lot of guys today, I think this is a pipe dream. But a lot of people are wanting the Grizz to go after Zach LaVine. Thoughts?
You can't afford it.
No. If we're worried about paying Tyus, there's no way we can afford Zach LaVine.
I agree. I get it. LaVine's an all-star. But the best thing with the Grizzlies is what's got them where they are now is depth.
Chemistry.
Depth and chemistry.
Yeah.
They have the next man up mentality. That's what they got to keep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind us going after Buddy Hield.
I wouldn't mind it. He's kind of West Coast. I haven't heard much from him lately. He's not in
They traded him.
Okay. I didn't think he was
he's in Indiana.
Anymore.
He's at the Pacers.
Okay. How's he looking this year?
So he's got 1 more year. He's got 1 more year left on his contract for $19 million next year. Or he's got 2 years left. I'm sorry, 2 years left from his contract. He's got $40 million left from his contract. Yeah, we don't need that.
Oof. Yeah.
If we're going to try to keep Tyus, which you're stupid if you don't. And there's nobody in this draft class I really want in the 20s really that will be an impact player as soon as we make them.
Because I think Kennedy will be
at the 2 position. Like they have Blake Matthews from Notre Dame. Yeah, he sucks. He can't shoot.
Actually, I checked Tankathon yesterday. Let me see real quick. I'll pull it up.
We got my guy overseas who I want, but he's not an immediate impact. Honestly, your Memphis, maybe trade one of the 2, trade one of the ones to get a player, and package it with Melton or somebody.
Hey, I mean, it would make sense. Yeah, right now, Tankathon has the Grizz taking Kendall Brown, wing of Baylor at 22, and your boy Blake Wesley at 29.
I don't want Blake Wesley. Do not.
I know.
Then again, we found every draft pick.
My boy Josh Minot is rising up draft boards.
Minot cannot shoot.
No, but he can play some serious defense.
We need shooting.
We do need shooting, but
that's the issue right now without Ja. Or whenever Ja kicks out, we're not making open shots.
Yeah.
So looking back at it right now, we should honestly, no doubt in my mind, we should be up 3-1 against the Warriors.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And due to injuries, Desmond Bane's shell of himself. He's trying. If he was fully healthy last night, he would have snapped. They were putting all their pressure on him and shut him down. He's hurt. They know that. And the Grizzlies also caught a break last night. Right before tip-off, Steve Kerr got COVID.
Yeah. We haven't even hit on that yet.
He's missing tonight, tomorrow night, and possibly Game 6 if there is one. I think Grizzlies will win tomorrow night. I do think that.
Yeah. Also, crazy thing happened with Kerr going out. I think it's the first time it's ever happened, but Mike Brown was named the head coach of 2 different teams in the same day.
Oh yeah, it was. But he has agreed that he is going to finish out his season with the Warriors and he's going to go to the Kings.
Yeah.
RIP, I would not want to go there.
No, he'll be there about 6 months.
He'll be there a year, then they'll fire him. So we'll wrap up the show in a second, but what are your thoughts? Grizzlies, so Ja Bumbrew's out remainder of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Do they have a possibly out remainder of the playoffs? They haven't said, but hey, they're not going to risk it. This is a team that literally led, and this is your face of the franchise.
Yeah.
You're going to offer him a supermax this year, 5 years, $250 million, $50 million a year. Do you let him play? I don't. I hate to say it. It's what could have been. Like, this is the year, like, I thought, holy cow, we may actually go to the finals.
Yeah.
Thought we
This,
were
like you said earlier, this is going to be the big what if year for the Grizzlies.
Ja injury. Actually, no, it was first Desmond Bane injury and then Ja injury.
Yeah.
This offseason, Ja, continue working on your shooting. I still say Grizzlies will win tomorrow night. Warriors in 6. I said 7, but I just don't think right now with the team you got. Heck, you never know that they could make a run. Remember, they won 20 games without him this year. You never know.
Yeah.
Right now, you know what? Scratch that. I'm still saying Grizz in 7. I'm being optimistic here. Gosh dang it. Grizz in 7.
So you got Grizz in 7. I'm optimistic versus realistic. I'm going to go Dubs in 6.
I'm going. They'll get together. We all we got to do is we showed them. Slow down the pace.
Yeah.
Slow down the pace. We didn't even hit on Steven Adams real fast. Oh, my gosh.
Welcome back to the Aquaman.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I love X. X should not have been playing in Game 3.
No, absolutely not.
If Steven Adams could score, oh, my gosh.
Yeah. We would probably, extend him for a couple more years after next season.
100%. But I don't know. Going back at it, they should have won Game 4.
Yeah.
Missed calls, a lot of missed shots, stupid shots.
Yeah.
DB, if you're going to shoot it, make your shots or don't shoot it. You should know that by now. You're a pro. He does so much for us on defense. You got to keep him on the court.
Yeah.
Melton didn't show up this series. He showed up in 2 games.
Yeah.
Jaren, that stupid 3 at the end, he rushed that 3.
Mm-hmm.
You can make the argument he was fouled, but he never shot that.
Mm-hmm. No.
Tyus carried us as usual, the mini conductor. Okay, so today's hot topic is what former Grizzly would you bring back on the team to help win the series?
So my first one, the first guy, my knee-jerk reaction is going to sound like a little bit of a cop-out. My first, again, just knee-jerk reaction, I would say was actually
Conley?
Yes.
Okay.
Because, seasoned vet, could still bring Tyus in off the bench. If it meant Conley being able to get Jaws starting minutes at the 1. I think if I had to bring someone back, I would bring back Conley. I think that's just where I am right
now. Not a bad one. Mine, Zebo.
Okay.
What have we struggled with?
Guys.
We've struggled with one big thing this whole series: rebounds.
Zebo's
gonna get his rebounds. Gosh dang it.
Oh yeah. Trying.
Zebo will get his rebounds, and more importantly, Zebo's gonna get his points.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his points. That's one thing we've struggled with in Spurs. We can't get a basket to save our life.
Yeah.
Zebo will get you points. He'll get you a basket.
Yeah, 100%.
And if you look at it, he's aggressive on defense. Poole would not be getting such easy looks going to the basket that he's been having.
No, Poole would have probably had his nose broken by now.
If Draymond and Zebo would have had a fist fight. And plus, it's another Michigan State guy in this game.
I mean, Tom Izzo is loving this.
But I still say Zebo would make a difference because you got to think they'd collapse down on him. I'm talking about prime Zebo, like 2011, 12, 13 Zebo.
Yeah.
They'd collapse down on him and you kick it out to Bain or Tyus. And more importantly, he wouldn't let DB be taking all those stupid shots.
Oh, no.
I'm taking Zebo.
Hey, that's a good one. I can't argue with that one.
Great, you made the argument, but I'd put Adams on the bench and rotate him and Adams and Jaren in there. Jaren's going to play better defense than anybody, but Adams gets your rebounds.
Yeah.
So if we do lose this season, what is one player you expect to do? Who needs to improve the most next year for us to go far?
That's a good question. I haven't thought about that. I'm going to say
if the season ends, it's going to end the next 4 days.
Yeah.
It could end the next 4 or 5 days. Either game 5, 6, or 7. Or if you like me, we go next round, baby.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Zaire. Here's why.
Okay.
He was drafted to be the 3 of the future. And he has looked absolutely lost at times this series, like you said earlier. So I think steadily getting him in the gym, developing, because he shows flashes of what could be. But if Zaire is able to take that next step, I think we'll be in good shape next year.
That's a good one. I like that. He definitely needs to be more consistent 3-point shooter.
Yes.
And I would say more 3-point shooting, and he needs to be able to create his own shot better, mid-range wise. On that, he's got the tools on defense to be there. You can tell we have a star in the making. That's another check in the box of Zachary Kleiman.
Yep.
Keep it 100%. Going. For me, you could say it's a little cliche. It's Jaren.
Okay.
Jaren took the next step up on defense this year. Yes. 11 NBA blocks per game and total blocks. He was a menace down in the paint. He disappeared in the Minnesota series.
Yep.
Offensively, I would like to see him become more of a consistent shooter. Not from just 3-point range, but from all over the court.
Yep.
Driving, slashing, hooks.
Couple jumpers.
Floaters, jump shots. If Jaren had become the Jaren from his second-year Jaren,
yeah,
combine that, where he is now on defense, you have your big 3. You have Ja, Bane, Triple J.
Jaren. Yes. 100%.
All of them are under 25.
Yep. That's your big 3 of the future, for sure.
If we're going to take it to the next level, Jaren's got to get mentally, and he's got to get mentally out of his own head. If he gets in foul trouble, you can't have that crap of you getting in your head and doing stupid fouls. Stay on the court. Help your team. You've proven you're one of the best big men in the game right now, defensively.
Absolutely. If not the best.
Now that you're one of the best big men offensively.
Yeah. Well, like overall well-rounded basketball for sure.
If he can take it to the next level, Ja comes back healthy. Bane is going. Bane's going to still shoot it.
Yeah.
Lights out next year.
Absolutely.
We're going to be looking at the same 2 seed again. Yep. 2-3 seed next year if this happens. Bring back Tyus and Kyle, or bring back just Tyus. We good. Get the stretch 4. We're good. Yep. Grizzlies in 7. That's it for me today, folks. Starkey, final remark.
Final remark.
Okay. Folks, that's it. Stay safe out there. COVID's back on the rise, so I would say start masking up again, folks.
Yeah, 100%. Get vaccinated.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.